Hey all, Russ here, RVerTV. Welcome. We're heading down Parker Dam Road. There's like 20 plus RV resorts along through here. Golf course, ATV trails, I mean, you name it, it's here. It's boating, RVing. These places are huge too. So it's a pretty drive. It's about 17 miles long from the dam down to where we pick up Highway 62, which is basically Parker. So let's enjoy it. I'll get up here just a little ways. On the left, I don't remember all the names of these places. I think this one is Riverbend, something like that. That one has the golf course. A lot of times you'll see the burros here too when they're out. Okay, let me find a place. Get up here a little bit. We'll launch a drone in. Do more aerial. No wind, none at all. Get the camera roof mounted, so you might get a little static in your audio. Sorry about that, but it makes a better quality picture. All right, drone time. Up we go. Now straight across, that's Arizona. Look at all the RVs. These places are huge. They got massive storage too. A lot of people just store their rig here year round. A lot of park models, a lot of rentals. Look at that picture. Look at the shadows off the water, even with the cloud cover. Very nice. And that's Parker Dam Road. They got their own little inland cove there. Green grass. You don't see much grass in the desert. You do along the river though. And that's looking downriver, down towards the south. That's the way we're going. Pretty. They say back in the day these hills were crawling with burros and miners and workers for that built the dam. Also that aqueduct system for California, their water system. That was all built back then. Okay, one last look. We'll get landed. Okay, not too far down here. I used to bring my dog because I stayed at Echo Lodge. It's a few miles down the road one winter. It was really cheap too through the winter. The prices go sky high in the summer because all the boaters. But it was very reasonable to stay near, right on the water. Most of this land that goes along the river, it's BLM. There's a lot of it that's day use with trails. Right up here on the right, there's a off-road park. It's called Copper Basin Dunes Open Area. They got sand dunes and trails. Okay, up we go. Okay, you can see the sand dunes. What I'll do, we'll fly here. I'm going to move up the road just over that hill. I'll get a better shot of the dunes because most of the dunes are up there. But look at all the trails. They bring mountain bikes, ATVs, UTVs, Jeeps, motorcycles, just all over this area. And it goes a long ways down towards Parker. Some of that area is fenced off, probably because of that aqueduct water system. And I think that resort there, that one's Big Bend, something like that. And they are big. Those are leased. They don't own the property. Some corporations, they lease them. Very big business. It's huge, actually. All right, well, let's get landed. I'm gonna move. We'll land. I'll move down and relaunch a drone. We'll get a better shot of the dunes. Right on the other side is Echo Lodge. That's where I stayed a few years back. It was a really nice place. A quick look at the parking lot. Look, they park your rig and trailer. They got a restroom and unloading ramp right there. Okay, let's go. Okay, up we go. I came down the road. I'm right at the entrance of Echo Lodge. That's where I stayed. Now you can see the dunes. See them? Look at the sand. Look at all that. Just thousands of acres of it. Goes way back in there. Really thick stuff too. You see sand buggies, all kinds of stuff in there. That's looking back up that other area, Big Bend. A lot of people hike these low mountains there too. Then look at this cliff. Right on the other side is Echo Lodge. That's where I stayed. Really nice place. Huge. Right on the water. It's very reasonable in the winter, but boy, the prices shot sky high in the summer. Mainly because all the boaters. And there's Arizona. I think that one's Fox's, if I'm not mistaken. On that side. That's Arizona side. And the mighty Colorado. Pretty place. All right, I'll get landed. And once again, this whole stretch of road, Parker Dam, it's only about 17, 18 miles from the dam down to Parker, where you cross it over to go into Parker. Yeah, a lot of memories here. I used to walk my old dog up this driveway here. Used to go over and let her play in the sand a little bit. Okay, next stop. We're gonna go see a ghost town. What's left of it. Ton of history on this road too. Right here on the left, there's another picnic area. It's called Bullfrogs. Right there. It's all day use there. But I think you can tent camp down at this other end right here. They got a host. Okay, up here on the left, this RV park, it's called Sundance. And they own both sides, the restaurant and bar on both sides. Pretty sure it's like a pizza place on this side, and by boat they will shuttle you across the river to Arizona, and they got a bar on the other side. Look at all these storage units. When I had an Airstream trailer, I stored inside there. It was fairly reasonable. Kept it out of the hot desert sun. And they got big units. All these resorts over here, they got tons of storage. Okay, we're here. I'm gonna pull off right up here, up to the right. This is actually a ghost town community. This was the original town, and it's called Crossroads. and it went away after they built the dam and all this. But back in the 30s and 40s, this was a hustling, bustling place. We'll walk across the street and I'll show you the signs over there. It's pretty well marked. There's quite a bit of history on it. It's hard to find now. I researched this a couple years ago. Crossroads Backcountry Byway. There's UTV trails all over, but see this block building? It's what's left of the old town. And the sign up here kind of tells it all. Get up here and get a shot of it for you. But in the heyday, there was like car dealers, 5 grocery stores, restaurants, pool hall, barbershops, even a mortuary, bowling alley, service stations. I mean, it was a real deal town that serviced all of the workers when they built the dam, the aqueduct system, all of it. Looks like post office was there till 73. Check it out. It's a fun little stop, and you're seeing history before all this gets knocked down and goes away to another RV resort. Hopefully they save it. But look at that old block, huh? Old concrete. I mean, man, the history. Not just a few walls. Check out this tree. Look at that thing all bent over. There's a couple 100-year-old tree, I bet. Or more. Look how it bent over and kept growing. Too cool. Alright, drone time. Launch it, get a quick aerial of this area. Bet those were old gas pumps back in the day, huh? Probably. Cool. Okay, up we go. Look how green those trees are. They're happy. They're next to the Colorado River. There's a good shot of that building. Look at all the trailers. I mean, just row after row. Look at all them. That's all storage. And look how long those storage buildings are. It's like a half-mile long. Nothing but storage. Then there's your off-road trails. Just go back in there forever. And there's the old street to the old town Crossroads. There were businesses lined up on both sides of that. It's still there. The road. Everything else is gone. And way up there is the aqueduct system. Isn't that neat? Okay, that's the direction we're heading. And there's one last look. Let's take one little fly over the old building. Look at that wash right there. Ton of water roars through there. I don't see any ghosts. Okay, let's get landed. Keep on trucking. Okay, we'll make one more stop, maybe 2. We'll do 2 more in this video, and I'll make a 3rd video. This is getting into a lot of footage. Right up here will be the town of Earp. And you got it named after Wyatt Earp. EARP, ERP. Apparently he had some silver mines up in the mountains here, and there's quite a bit of history about ERP. There's actually someone wrote me a while back, said ERP was even in quartzite once, white ERP. But he was all over Arizona, Tucson, Tombstone, all of it. Okay, find a place to pull off here. I'd say right here at the intersection. Now this is where Highway 62 starts. This road here is going to take us all the way across the Mojave over to near Palm Springs. Okay, drone time. What a pretty day, even with the cloud cover. It's only going to be like in the 80s. Perfect weather. And there's the railroad bridge going over to, there's Parker. That's Parker, Arizona, Colorado River. Railroad bridge, that thing's famous. That's old. Caught on fire not too long ago. They rebuilt it, just the timbers. That takes you over into Parker, and that's down towards Quartzsite. But this direction we're going. We're going to head straight down 62 here. We'll stop up here at Big River. I'll film the BLM land. And then you can see the off-road trails. They just keep on going. And going and going. Way back in there. And you see ATVs out all the time. Once again, this is a community of ERP. And that's the end of the RV resorts too here. If you Google it, I'm pretty sure there's like 20, it's either 20 or 21 resorts going up through there, something like that. All right, we're in California. Let's keep on trucking. Go. The start of 62. This will also take us up to Vidal Junction and US 95. Okay, here we go. There ain't much left here. Look at little mini mart. Most of the other buildings kind of abandoned. There's a boat repair place up here on the right. And that's about it. That's it for ERP. If anyone lives here, I mean, Parker's right across the bridge. Everything's in Parker. Hey, here's the big community. If you made a left, that'd take you down the big river. Alright, there's BLM, 14-day dispersed camping. Okay, see this big rusted sign on the right. Always remember that rusted sign on the right. Then there's going to be a little smaller sign. And see where that power pole is? There's a driveway right there. That's how you get in here. There's that little sign right here. Right here. This is it. 14-day dispersed. Now there's a couple more areas farther down the road you can camp. That's also dispersed. But this is a good one, and you're really close to Parker. You can see all the town lights. You can see the lights of Blue Water Casino from here. Very pretty. I've stayed out here. Stargazing is perfect too. Okay, drone time. Okay, up we go. Okay, there's 62. That's looking off towards the west, way we're heading. Look how deep that wash is. And they can get roaring. And there's your dispersed area. Look how far it goes way back. It's not real wide, but it goes way, way back there. And a lot of rigs camp here. A lot of four-wheeling people. They bring the rigs in and they just go play out in the desert. There's this hundreds of miles of trails here. Look how vast it is off that area. Pretty place. Check it out. This is, once again, Big River, California. Okay, next video, the journey continues. Be the third video of this trip across the Mojave, road trip across the Mojave, yay! We're gonna go up here, I'll find that little road, takes us back to the aqueduct, film that. Go through Vidal Junction, and we'll cut across the Mojave. You get to see it all. And once again, no wind. I'm gonna fly the drone. We'll put extra aerial footage. Be sure to stay tuned for that one. Gonna be awesome. Okay, talk soon.